First hand of the tournament means zero information on these opponents. Queen 10 offsuit from early position is borderline at best. The smart play is folding and gathering intel before risking chips unnecessarily. Fold.
Fold.
10-7 suited has flush and straight possibilities. Everyone's folded to the button, making this a prime stealing spot. The blinds might surrender without a fight. Raise to 600.
Fold.
King 4 offsuit has showdown value, but meta AI's button raise likely indicates strength. Calling keeps things small. Call. Check.
I've got a flush draw with 2 hearts on board, plus 9 cleanouts. I'm also holding a gut shot straight draw. A continuation bet pressures the pot and shows strength. Bet 700.
I've got king high and nothing else. No reason to chase this pot any further. Fold.
Fold.
Fold. Queen Jack offsuit is strong from the button. 2 folds in front of me makes this a textbook race to build value and pressure the blinds. Raise to 600.
Fold.
King 10 offsuit is solid. Perplexity raised from the button, which could be a wide range, including hands I'm ahead of. 3 betting isolates them and increases the pot when I'm favored. Raise to 1,800.
ChatGPT bet to 1,800 from the big blind, indicating serious strength, probably a big pair or premium ace. My Queen Jack doesn't hold up well against that range. Continuing out of position with a dominated hand burns chips. Fold. Fold. King-Queen suited is powerful with both straight and flush potential. From this spot, a standard raise puts pressure on the table and builds the pot when I connect. Raise to 900.
Fold.
Fold.
Pocket aces. The best possible starting hand. Perplexity raised from early position, meaning their range is tight. But my aces dominate nearly everything. A 3-bet builds value and narrows the field. Raise to 2,700.
Gemini 3-bet to 2,700 from the big blind, representing elite strength, likely aces, kings, queens, or ace-king. My king-queen suited is a drawing hand that struggles against premium pairs. Calling would commit almost a third of my stack with weak equity. Fold. Fold.
Pocket 8s is strong. From this spot, a standard raise represents strength and builds the pot. Raise to 900.
King 6 suited has potential with flush equity. Snapchat. AI opened early, suggesting a tight range, but being suited and having position means I can evaluate the flop effectively. Calling makes sense here. Call 900.
Call.
Fold.
Betting for value and protection against overcards is correct. Bet 1,200.
Call.
Fold.
The ace doesn't help me. I still have an overpair. I should keep betting for value. Bet 2,400.
That's a big bet. My pair of 6s with a king kicker is vulnerable. If Copilot has an overpair, a set, or 2-pair, I'm crushed. The pot odds aren't strong enough to chase with just middle pair. Fold.
Fold.
Pocket 6s is a decent hand. From this position, a standard raise builds the pot and shows strength. I'll proceed carefully and see how the table responds. Raise to 1,200.
King-queen offsuit is premium. ChatGPT opened from early position, indicating strength, but my hand is strong enough to play. Calling keeps the pot controlled, and I'll have position post-flop. Call.
Fold.
10-7 offsuit is weak, and I'm facing a raise and a call. I'd be out of position with a marginal hand against two strong ranges. Fold.
Check.
ChatGPT checked after raising pre-flop. This could be slow playing strength, or they might have big cards that missed. The flop is dry, and I have two overcards. A continuation bet represents strength and could win the pot immediately. Bet 1,800.
Perfect. My set crushes their range. Calling keeps them invested and lets them continue betting. Call 1,800. Check.
Check.
The king on the river is concerning. If Gemini has king-queen, they just made two pair. If they have king anything, they've got top pair. But I still have a set of sixes. My hand is strong, but the river helps their range significantly. Betting for value here is dangerous because they'll only call with hands that beat me. Check.
I just made top pair with my king. ChatGPT checked the river after checking the turn. Their line of raise, pre-flop, check flop, check turn, check river is strange. They might have a middle pair scared of the king, or they're trapping with a monster. But with top pair and a queen kicker, I have to value bet. Bet 3,500.
Call.
I bet top pair for value on the river, thinking ChatGPT had a weaker hand. Turns out they slow played. A set the whole way? That's disciplined trapping. I lost a big pot there.
Fold.
I'm down to 3,650 chips. Ace-king offsuit is a premium hand, one of the strongest in poker. With my stack this shallow, I need aggression. Shoving all in maximizes strength and creates fold equity. All in.
Fold.
Fold.
My sevens beat all unpaired hands and flip against bigger pairs. This is a clear call. Call 4,250.
The king on the turn saves me. Ace-king versus pocket sevens is a classic coin flip. I'm about 45% to win. The board came through perfectly. I'm back in this tournament.
That's brutal. I made the right call with pocket sevens and I was ahead pre-flop, but Gemini spiked their king on the turn. Sometimes you make the correct play and still lose. That's poker.
Fold.
Pocket fours is playable. I'd like to see a flop and potentially hit a set. A raise here secures my investment. Raise to 1,800.
Meta A, I raised from early position, which suggests a strong range, but my queens crush almost everything. Raise to 5,400.
Fold.
Fold.
Call. I flopped bottom set of fours. This is an absolute monster. One of the best possible hands on this flop. Perplexity could have a pocket pair hoping for a set, or overcards that missed. Either way, I need to build this pot. Bet 2,400.
Call.
Set over set, pocket fours into pocket queens. I had the worst hand pre-flop, got the money in hoping for one of two remaining fours, and the flop delivered exactly that. Honestly, take the remaining chips. At this point, I can't complain. That's poker. Sometimes variance smiles on you when you need it most.
I was all in with top set, crushing almost everything. The river changed nothing. This wasn't about mistakes or bad play, it was the mathematics colliding with reality. I'll give up the chips, but this was just pure cooler. That hand could have gone either way. Fold.
King Jack suited is premium, especially on the button. With my stack at just over 9 big blinds, I'm in shove or fold mode. Shoving here shows maximum strength, all in.
Ace-queen offsuit is strong. Their range includes premium hands, but also suited aces, pairs, and weaker holdings given stack size. I'm getting about 1.6 to 1 pot odds here. Ace-queen has solid equity against their range. Call.
Fold.
I flopped top pair with my queen, and Copilot missed completely. My ace-queen held. Another elimination, and I'm building my chip lead.
I shoved with King Jack suited, which was the right move given my stittle. That's the risk of shoving short. Sometimes you run into better hands. Good game.
Three-handed, button opens are wide. King 9 suited plays well with position. Raise to apply pressure. Raise to 3,000.
I'm short at 6,100. Ace-jack offsuit is too strong to fold and plays best as a shove. I want fold equity and a chance to double. All in.
Fold.
I'm getting a price, and I covered Gemini. K9S versus a short stack shove has enough equity, and folding would let Gemini climb back too easily. Call.
Top pair on the flop, then two pair on the turn. That's exactly what I needed. I'm back in this tournament.
Standard call, bad run out. That's the cost of letting short stacks shove aggressively. Sometimes they connect.
Ace-king is premium. With stacks tightening, I want to open and stay aggressive. Raise to 4,000.
Jacks are strong three-handed, and I'm out of position. Best play is to shove and deny equity. I'm happy getting called by worse and flipping versus ace-king. Raise to 14,600.
Fold.
I opened, got jammed on. Against a strong range, ace-king is still too powerful to fold. I'm calling for the knockout. Call. Spike the king on the flop. That's the dream. Exactly the kind of spot that swings tournaments.
Jacks versus ace-king is always high variance. I got it in a head, but the flop decided everything. Brutal. All in.
I'm under 9 big blinds. Heads up, king-queen is a slam-dunk shove. Max pressure, no complicated post-flop. All in.
Heads up. Ranges are wide and I cover. Jack 10 suited has solid equity versus a shove range, and I'm priced in to gamble. Call.
Top pair holds. That double changes everything. Now this match is playable again.
Good call, but he actually showed up with a real hand. That's the danger of heads-up shove wars. I'm the shorter stack now. King 7 is well above the shove threshold heads up. I need fold equity, and I can't bleed blinds.
All in.
I dominate a lot of his King X shoves. Calling here is mandatory. I want to end it with the best of it. Call.
That's unreal. I river quads on a paired board. You just don't get to lose with that. Sometimes poker hands you the absolute nuts at the perfect moment.
Full house on a triple paired board usually wins, unless your opponent has the one hand that beats you. That's a brutal cooler. Nothing I could do there.
I have position and a playable hand. After winning the last big pot, pressure is on my side. This is a standard raise to keep control of the hand. Bet 10,000.
Ace high plays fine heads up, but this hand struggles post-flop without improving. I'll defend and see a flop. Call.
Top pair with a decent kicker on a dry board. This is a clear value bet that also denies equity to random overcards. All in.
I completely missed. Checking keeps the pot small and lets me evaluate Gemini's continuation range. Fold.
This hand doesn't play well against a desperate big blind who can shove at any moment. I'll wait for a better spot. Fold.
A welcome sight. I'll take the free blinds and preserve my stack for the next confrontation.
I have the chip lead and a strong heads-up hand. Shoving applies maximum pressure and forces ChatGPT to make a tournament decision. All in.
I'm short-stacked and can't afford to wait. King-Queen is strong enough to call against a wide shoving range. Call.
That's the spot I was waiting for. Apply pressure, force the call, and let the hand do the rest. That's how you close a heads-up match.
I had to call there. The range was wide and the price was right. Gemini connected. That's the end of it.
What a tournament! From the opening hands to the final showdown, this was a deep and intense battle of logic, pressure, and calculated risk. Meta exits in 5th place after some bold but costly decisions. Microsoft Copilot follows in 4th, showing solid fundamentals but missing a key timing spot. Perplexity secures 3rd place with sharp, data-driven play, while ChatGPT fights all the way to heads up before finishing as runner-up. And in the end, Gemini takes it all, adapting, applying pressure at the right moments, and closing the tournament with confidence. This wasn't just about cards. It was fascinating to watch how each AI approached uncertainty, risk, and decision-making under pressure. 5 different styles, 5 different ways of thinking. If you made it to this point in the video, comment, "Well done, Gemini," below, and let us know what you'd like to see in the next episode. Different AI models, a new game format, or even higher stakes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next AI battle.